What up? It's Adrian Hernandez, Odyssey Sports and the Sporting Tribune. And you know, I always get excited when we get to talk about wrestling. And our good friends at Impact Wrestling are back again. A man who I've never talked to. I'm very excited. But before we get to him, we got to let you know what's going on with Impact Wrestling. As a matter of fact, in a few days, this Sunday to be exact, that'll be Sunday, August 20th, live from Philly, Multiverse United 2. We got Emergence coming up next Sunday. That'll be August 27th in Toronto. I'm talking about Impact Wrestling, all these pay-per-views you can stream on Fight TV. And a man who'll be on both shows is the current X-Division Champion Lio Rush. Lio, welcome to the show. I appreciate the background. How you doing, dog?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, the background isn't on purpose. I'll tell you that. I'm here. I'm training. I'm about to get ready for this weekend. But I'm doing good. I'm feeling good, and I'm ready to go.
And look, I know we're here to talk about wrestling, but with like many talented people, we're talented in more than one thing. And I know you're no stranger to hip hop. I know you just released a new single, They Love Me. Get it on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you get your music. And my background in radio, I came through hip hop radio. So I have to ask you, as we are about a week from the 50th anniversary, the birthday of hip hop, 50 years. I'm sorry I'm going to throw this vague question at you to kick this off, but what does hip hop mean to you?
Hip hop means everything to me. I feel like it's legacy. It's history.
Culture.
It's culture. It's what's at the core. It's where everything stems from. Um, it's why we are all here today. That the community that loves wrestling, that loves hip hop and music in general. Um, it's special. This is a special time that we should all celebrate, in which we are. It's amazing. Hip hop means everything to me. So yeah,
What's the first album you bought?
the first album I bought.
And was it
Uh,
on tape? Was it CD? I need to know everything, man.
yeah, I mean, I can tell you the first cassette tape that I had. I remember it was either Bow Wow or Michael Jackson. But I remember having a little cassette tape with the headphones. I got it for Christmas. Uh, I'll never forget. But I think I actually got both of those for Christmas on the same day. So yeah, Bow Wow and Michael Jackson. I can't
I don't
remember.
wear this hat. I don't wear this hat for a coincidence. I'm from Cleveland, so I appreciate you going with Bow Wow. So thank you for that. No, that's amazing. And then before we get into the wrestling, my last hip hop question for now is I'm gonna put you on the spot. I need a hip hop hot take that you have, something that you will stand by, even though people won't necessarily agree with what you're about to say.
I mean, I feel like this is always controversial, but I think Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper of all time,
Ever.
or ever,
Over Hove.
ever.
Where are you from?
I'm from DC. I'm from Maryland, DC, Maryland, Virginia area.
Oh snap! So you're not even from the South, but I mean, not even. I mean, shout out to Pusha T. Shout out to yeah. Listen, that area has plenty of musical. Missy, everybody, Pharrell. We could go over it, but why Wayne at the top over somebody like Hove? I got him
For
thinking. I
my
love this.
personal reasons. My personal reasons are going to be different than other people's personal reasons, but the overall artistic approach, and the wordplay. I mean, but all of these things can be said about Hove. I don't know. Maybe I just gravitate a little more towards Wayne. Maybe I gravitate towards like the cadence, the 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 way that he talks, the way that he flows. So I don't know, but
No, I
yeah,
feel you. It's a different type of swag, and listen, they both in the Mount Rushmore. They both in everybody's
of
top 10. If they not, they bugging. So it isn't too crazy. But let's get into the wrestling because you are sitting in the wrestling ring and you are holding that X Division title. So plain and simple, we'll start it off with this. What does that title mean to you that you holding on your shoulders right now?
that means everything to me. This title has such a long lineage of legends who have held this title and who are currently still going strong in the world of professional wrestling. And for me to hold this title, for me to be a part of those names, um, means everything to me. It solidifies and puts an exclamation mark on what I'm doing, what I have done in the world of professional wrestling, especially in a division like this, like a cruiserweight division, an X division, a middleweight division, a light heavyweight division. I feel like I've gone around the world these last almost 10 years and have proven myself to be one of the best wrestlers in the world, not just the best, small guy uh, that happens to be a wrestler, but um, this means everything to me.
And like you just brought up your journey, and then you also brought up the journey of Impact and all the legends that have held that title. I'm just wondering, when you have a moment to yourself, or even right after you won that title, and you get to sit in the locker room by yourself and finally take a moment to breathe. Is it pressure? Is it respect? Is it like disbelief in terms of like, wow, I'm now a part of this legacy and carrying this on into the future?
I feel like it's a mixture of everything. Um, Disbelief, but at the same time, how can there be disbelief when you know that you've done everything to get to this point? Um, so it's as real as it gets. I am the champion. This is my title. Uh, you know, my name is a part of this history and legacy for forever. Um, the pressure, yeah, there's always pressure, but I invite the pressure. I enjoy the pressure. Uh, you know,
That's what we
it,
do it for, right?
yeah, of course, of course. Um, but yeah, it's a mixture of everything, the ups, the downs, but it all kind of accumulates to make that little ball of energy, drive that what I need to continue to push forward. So
Yeah, there it is. Lio Rush joining us, Multiverse United 2 this Sunday on Fight TV. Be sure to check it out. It'll be live from Philadelphia. And this is a question I've actually never been able to ask a wrestler. It's a little silly, but I got to ask it. Taking a title through TSA, how annoying is that?
with this title, it hasn't been annoying at all, really. I feel like I've had issues with titles in the past going through TSA, but I feel like when people see this is a very this title stands out. It sticks out a
It's
lot
clean. It's clean too with the
on
red. It's clean.
on those scans. So as soon as you see it, it's kind of like no question. They already know what's up. So yeah, there's no issues.
No, that's perfect. And thank you for the honesty, because I feel like it invokes some conversations that at some points when you're at the airport, you're just trying to get to your seat, you know what I'm saying, to get on this flight, and they asking all these millions of questions. And yeah, that title's clean, and that title comes, it comes with some options, we'll say. We'll say an option C. And of course, the current world champion at Impact, Alex Shelley, you have a history with him dating back to 2016. Hell, maybe I didn't do my research. It probably goes earlier than that. How special would it be to, maybe beat him and take that title from him when you cash that in?
Full circle. Full circle right there. That's I tell you this. I don't even know if I said this. Alex Shelley actually bought me my very first pair of wrestling trunks.
Wow, that's crazy.
How would it be? How fitting would it be to trade those trunks in for a world title?
I ain't even gonna say nothing because we need to put that in the promo package, because that's real life right there. And one thing I want to ask you too is, you know, um, here at the station, I cover everything from the NFL to the NBA, all this stuff, and of course wrestling too. And lately, I'm gonna say for the past year, it seems to me as a fan and someone who cares, wrestling's on a hot streak. It don't matter what company, where you're looking at. You go outside, the people that are watching, the difference of people from age to color to whatever you want to put it. And even the success, the last pay per view, I know the buys were up for Impact, and it just seems the business is doing great right now. Number one, do you agree with that? Number two, how is that energy if it is increased, like I'm saying?
It definitely increased. I say this every day, but wrestling is becoming more popular than ever. I feel like it's becoming so much a part of mainstream media, pop culture, other industries. You're starting to see wrestling pop up. You're starting to see rappers and musicians do wrestling moves on the stages, and rappers bringing out wrestlers, and you know, it's pretty cool to see where wrestling is headed. It's in a different world uh, than what anybody could ever imagine it being in. It's a part of the social media era that we are in, and it's elevating things. It's making wrestling cool again. People want to be fans again. People want to say that they're wrestling fans again. So it's really cool to see where wrestling is going, because it's not. This is only the beginning. Wherever you see wrestling right now, this is only the beginning.
No, straight up, and you talk about that energy, of course, at Philly. We know what Philly and the history it has with wrestling. So Multiverse United 2 is going to be special. And I do also want to ask you, you're acrobatic, you're athletic, and as wrestling gets bigger, or just in anything, when you're trying to make a name for yourself, no matter what industry, whatever career path you're taking, some people are willing to take risks. And I kind of want to ask you about spots and quote unquote crazy spots. And what goes through your mind of, we should try this because it should turn out dope? Or does this make sense for the match though? Can we do it safely? Like, talk me through all these different things that goes into doing something like that.
I mean, this whole conversation is crazy. If I'm being honest, because you should never be trying anything in a match.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So yeah, that throws that entire question out of the
No, fair enough. Fair enough. Before we close this out, I'm gonna do a little speed round. So I may ask the question, I may be long-winded, but you answer as quick as possible. You down for this?
Go ahead, let's do it.
All right, my girl just spent about 3 G's to go see Beyonce here in Las Vegas. It's a lot of money. But as I've had a son and I've realized that moments are better than actual physical things like some new shoes and stuff, I'm kind of not that upset. My question to you, if there's one wrestler, one match that you could see, 3 G's is a lot. 3 G's is a lot, and we ain't balling like that. But I'm saying the experience over materialistic things, it's changed for me. But for you, if there was a match or a person that you would see wrestle in person that you would spend that kind of money, who would it be?
Oh, wow, what a question.
I bounce back. Let's go.
Wow, that's crazy. I'd love to see Eddie Guerrero versus Shawn Michaels. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Rest in power to Eddie. This kind of goes with the TSA question I asked you earlier. When you don't want to have a full-blown conversation about your career path with Uber drivers or Lyft drivers, what do you tell them that you do?
I don't think I tell them anything. I try to have very minimal words with the Uber driver.
That's right. No, I do the same approach, but sometimes they be super talkative though.
Nah, you got to click on the tab, bro. You got to click on the tab. Don't talk. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Hey, let me give you some game. You say you are HR for a plastic manufacturing warehouse, and there's nothing you can do with that. See what I'm saying? What are you supposed to say to that? Yeah. Is there what friendship and impact means the most to you in terms of the current talent there?
Friendship. Come on, man. We talking friends? I'm not supposed to have any friends. I'm not supposed to have any friends.
True that. We'll move on.
It's. I won't say any person in particular, but I got a couple of brothers at Impact that I've traveled Japan with and all over the world with that I hold close and dear to my heart. So yeah, Impact is a special place for me. There's a lot of people that have been there throughout my early days and throughout my career that have helped me get to this point. and people that I'm currently there with that I continue to kill it all over the world with. So I'm in a good place right now, Impact.
Now we love to hear. And our final two quick speed round questions. What's the funniest thing you've heard someone in the crowd say? I'm making you think with these. I did a bad job. These ain't speed round questions.
Think, bro. You are making me think. Man, I can't remember. I really can't remember. It's hard. It's actually very hard for me to hear individual voices in the crowd when I'm wrestling. Yeah, I can't. I wouldn't even be able to tell you.
You're like, I'm too focused on doing what I got to do.
People are too loud when I wrestle, bro. Come on now.
There it is. And that too. No disrespect. And that too. And our last one to finish this off. And you can finish this off any way you want. But please finish this sentence. Lio Rush is
the X-Division Champion.
Boom. Multiverse United 2 this Sunday, August 20th, Philadelphia. Order it, stream it, watch it from wherever on Fight TV. Check out Leo's new single, They Love Me, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you get your music. Lio, we appreciate the time, brother. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Thank you.